Welcome to the VMSports cast. I'm Eladio Jaimes.
And I'm Armando Garza.
And we're at Bogus Stadium, the site of BirdBowl 15, where the Harlingen South Hawks will play host to the Harlingen Cardinals on Friday evening. We're here with the Harlingen Cardinal cheerleaders. Well, they're ready for the game on Friday, Armando. Are you ready?
I'm ready, and it should be another great BirdBowl. Definitely this year. 15th anniversary, Harlingen's pumped, South's pumped. Should be another dandy.
It's one of those games where you don't have to pump up the kids. You don't have to pump up the cheerleaders. You don't have to pump up the fans. You don't have to pump up anybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to pump up the media. We've been waiting for this game for a few weeks now. What do you think is going to be a key for the two teams to come out here and perform well?
Well, I think the obvious matchup right now is the Harlingen South offense against the Cardinal defense. As you reported in today's edition, Coach Gomez said, it's going to be a challenge stopping that South offense, and they've been able to move the ball and put points on the board. And this will definitely be a test for the Cardinals. The last time I saw the Cardinals was at the Battle of the Arroyo, which is right here. The defense wasn't bad. They had great effort. They held San Benito pretty much in check. They just didn't get enough offense to put them over the top.
Yeah.
But since then, they got a good win against Harlingen after their week off. How do they look now?
Well, I talked to Coach Gomez after the San Benito game, and he was the defensive coordinator. He's a defensive guy. And he said that those 2 weeks he worked with the offense a little more. He wanted to bring more attention to the offense. He didn't want to feel like he was ignoring them. He came over, brought his fire, brought his intensity into that group. They came out a little slow, a little flat against Economides. And that might be because they were off for 2 weeks.
Right.
But in the second half, when they started rolling, they started moving the ball. Ted Snavely started running with the ball like he did the first 2 games. Ryan Floyd, who was the team starter, and he stayed in the whole game at quarterback. He got going after the second half. He passed for 126 yards. He threw a touchdown. He scrambled for a 35-yard touchdown at one point. So the Harlingen offense is better. I don't think Gomez has the offense where they can be. They can be a lot better, and maybe that's what they're doing this week. But I tell you what, if they're going to have a chance against Harlingen South, not only is Harlingen's defense going to have to perform well to stop that juggernaut of an offense, but the offense is going to have to come out and set the pace and control the clock when they're running.
That running game with Ted Snavely was clicking the first couple of weeks. It was kind of slowed down a little bit by the rain and the San Benito defense. Now they've taken a week off. How's Snavely looking at that run?
Snavely looks good. I think he got. Not that they worked him too hard in the first 2 games, but he just got a lot of carries. The San Benito defense was great against Harlingen. Snavely had been a little blown out. He had the week off. He had less carries against Economides. I think he's a little bit more well rested. He's going to be pumped up for this game, like you said. It doesn't take much to pump up these kids, and he's going to come out, ready to play as Ryan Coy. Everybody, the receivers, the defense, everybody's going to be ready to play for this game.
How does the quarterback position look out? Last time I saw him, they were having a platoon there with Coy. Now Coy's entrenched as a starter. How's he coming?
I think I'm glad Gomez went with the one quarterback. I think they were just figuring out during non-districts, he would step up, he would make the plays. Ryan Coy's a senior. When you're a senior, it's your last year. This is his last BirdBowl, and next week's going to be his last game against Edinburgh North, So every game he comes out, he knows it's the last time he's going to be playing that team in his high school career. And he's going to want to come out, and he's going to want to perform well for himself, for the team. And he did that against Economides. He's a good passer. And what I noticed more is he's been able to control the offense. It's like he skimmed the shot, and he took control of that offense.
Let's go to the picks for the BirdBowl 15. Eladio, who do you got taking this one?
Well, this is probably the best matchup, the best BirdBowl in 50 years of the history of the game. North and South are stacked, Cardinals are stacked. South is the home team, but here there's no home. They're both home teams. You know, it's just that one's on the other side of the track. I take Harlingen in a close one. I think that, you know, coming off the San Benito loss and then a week off, they came out against the Commies and they wanted to prove something. You know, the week off kind of hurt them as far as the momentum went, and they came out and they still won the game handily. They took care of business, but I think this is the game that they need to win in order to prove, look, we're not the same team that lost to San Benito. We're the Harlingen Cardinals that everybody expected to see from early on. So I think that this is going to be their statement game, you know, because Harlingen South is the #1 team in the Bible, and I take Harlingen in this one.
You know, I know it's going to be, you know, in the rivalry games, you can throw out the records and everybody's, you know, trying their darndest to pull out the win. But, you know, being as Harlingen South is #1 team right now, the offense is clicking. You know, I'm going to have to go with the South Hawks, but I would not be surprised if the Cardinals definitely put up a big fight.
Thank you for joining the VMS Sportscast. Join us next week where we'll recap BirdBowl and recap some of the other games in our area. Thank you.
Let's go, Card! Woo!